Hi, Erica here from In the Company of Cards. Happy Election Day. Um, this is an experiment because I am so not a technical person, but I did pull um, a certain kind of spread uh, that you've not seen me do before. It's called a nine box, and I pulled a nine box for 45, and I pulled a nine box for um, Harris. And if I can get my phone and my computer to sync up, I'm going to see if I can show that to you and walk you through it. So let's see. Uh, okay, share. Okay. All right. Oh, I did it. Oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. Okay. This is the nine box for 45. I mean, yeah, 45. So there's a lot of ways that you can look at a nine box spread. Uh, I think the first thing that I want you to look at, because this is what popped out at me, are the corners of this spread. The corners would be the mice, the house, the letter, the coffin, which is to say, 45 is truly a nervous wreck. That's the mice. He really is nervous about whether or not he's going to win the White House. That's the house. It depends on votes. That's the letter. But you see the coffin there. This does not end well for him. Now, so first off, we can look at the verticals, the vertical trios here. So um, if we look at mice, bouquet, and letter, that's the past. So he's been really, really nervous about whether he can win, that's the bouquet, the votes, which is the letter. The center line is the present. So we have rider, man, and ring. Okay, which is to say, soon news will be coming for and about this man, 45, as to whether or not he will continue to be in power. That's the ring, whether he will continue to be as powerful in our culture as he has been. The future, which will be, determined soon, is the third vertical line. It's the house, the key, the coffin, right? The White House and the answer to the whether or not he gets it, oops, is the coffin. I don't know what would just happen there, but that's my like screensaver. Mm. All right, I don't know why that did that. Oh, I know, because I got a notification. Okay, well, we don't want that. Um, all right, I'm gonna stop the share. Jeez. And all right, go back to that picture. All right, so let's try it again. Uh, okay, so the next thing that we can look at is we can look at the horizontal lines. The top horizontal line is what his thoughts are about this. He is anxious, mice, about the news that he'll get in regard to whether or not he wins the White House. Uh, the center line is, sort of what he hopes, what he expects. Bouquet, man, key. He thinks he's going to win. But the bottom line is what undergirds everything. It's what his subconscious mind actually does know. Letter, ring, coffin. The votes that would bring him back to power, keep him in power with the ring, are not there. Coffin. Now, another thing that we can do with this is we can uh, mirror cards. So you've seen mirroring before from me. So The mice mirror the house, right? And this is anxiety about whether he's going to win the White House. The bouquet mirrors the key. Well, of course, this is the prize, right? That we're all waiting to see who gets. That's the issue. The letter mirrors the coffin. The votes do not go his way. Um, we can look at diagonals. So if we look at, start at the letter and we go, and he's of course in the center. We have the letter, the man, the house. This is what we're talking about, whether or not he'll get the votes. But when we go the other diagonal, mice, man, coffin, again, forget it. A lot of these techniques are corroborative because you can look at this 9 box and just know that he's doomed. Um, oh God, again. See, that's annoying. All right. Stop the share. All right. And let's go back to the picture. And let's do the share again. So wait a minute. Share. Okay. A lot of these techniques, again, are corroborative. It's very clear. You see those corners. There's another technique we can use called knighting. So if, it's a chess move, right? So we can look at the mice and the mice go over one. The mice knight the ring. His anxiety is just like a loop. I mean, he's just in agony, this guy. Um, we can take the bouquet, 2 over, 1 down. He doesn't get what he wants. He doesn't get the White House. Now, it's true we can go 2 over and 1 up. The prize is the White House, but the bottom line is he doesn't get it because of that coffin there. So, I don't want to bore you with a long lesson on the 9 box. It's a good spread. I prefer the way I do things, and I do things the way that I do because I have learned these traditional techniques, and I think that I have bettered them. I have made Lenormand speak to me in a more eloquent, fluent way than some of these old techniques allow. But I just want to show you this very not good 9 box for him. All right, I'm going to stop the share. And then I'm going to show you Harris's. Okay, so I'm going to start the share again. Hopefully we won't get interrupted. Um, okay, I mean, you can just see how much better this is. Now, let's do what we did in the beginning. So we have past, present, future. Harris is in the middle there. The past, the bouquet, the anchor, and the coffin. Here, the coffin is transformation. Why am I interpreting this coffin as transformation when I saw the coffin for 45? Isn't it interesting that it came up in both readings? Is because all of these cards are so good. There's no other way to interpret the coffin except as transformation. So this gift is solid for her. This is the past, right? This has been in the making for the past 100 and something days, 103, something like that days, 103, 104 days, that this transformation was being set in place. Isn't it interesting, the center line? We have the young woman, we have Harris, and we have the garden. And what has every reader been saying? Women are going to drive this election, and women are the ones who are going to be putting Harris in power. And then we have the future. So what's coming in? We have the moon, the lily, the heart. Her reputation is exalted. We are put in a more peaceful, mature kind of footing. And then we have that heart there. We can look at the top, the middle, and the bottom, the horizontals. So, what does she know? She knows, bouquet, woman, moon, that her reputation and her ascendancy is due to women and her championing of women with that bouquet. How is she feeling right now? Anchor, woman, lily, strong, peaceful, centered, zen, om, wusa, however you want to put it. That's how she feels. And then we have what's undergirding everything: coffin, garden, heart, transformation, dictated by the people out of love for the country and a desire to create a more perfect union. Any card that we knight or mirror would merely be corroborative. Bouquet mirrors the moon. So the gift will raise her profile, her status, her reputation. Anchor mirrors Lily. This election and inauguration will bring the country some measure of stability and peace. Coffin mirrors heart. This will be transformative and again will show the citizens' love of the country and the love of our founding fathers' precepts, which is that we are always, in process of trying to create a more perfect union. We can look at the diagonals, uh, bouquet, Harris, heart. We can again look at this transformation card. She's elevated, she's transformed, she's a world leader, she's the first Black South Asian president. Coffin, Harris, moon. It's just beautiful. Even the knighting, the bouquet, knights to the lily. The anchor, knights to the heart. The coffin, knights to young women. Young women will be transforming this thing. Uh, Young women, knight to the heart. So again, this is just, it's a certain um, way of reading. It's called the 9 box. You can learn it in my book, The Language of Lenormand. You can learn it in my course. The links for all of that you can find right in my description above this video. All right, I'm going to stop the screen share. Let's see how you do that again. Oh yeah, okay, stop the share. Okay. And I'm gonna come back here. All right, here we are. Whew. All right. Well, you all brought me luck. Thank you. Now I know how to share. That was a new skill that I learned. And now I think I want to do one more thing. And, maybe I'm tempting fate, but I don't know. I would like to look again, one more time, at the House and the Senate. I'm going to pull, uh, we'll pull 3 cards for the Democrats, 3 cards for the Republicans, and we'll just see which line looks better. We'll start with the House. So, how will winning the House look for the Democrats? How will winning the House look for the Republicans? Well, these are really, I don't know, they're interesting, right? So this is the House. And I've always seen that we would win back the House. So we have the tree, we have the fox, and we have the bouquet. It may take a while, you know. I mean, there will be states that will have issues with these elections, so it will take a while. Um, there will be some no good chicanery going on. That's the fox. But in the end, I do think that we win the House. Now, I will say that these Republican cards don't look bad either. We have the anchor, we have the ship, and we have the tower. But because we have the bouquet for the Republicans, I mean, for the Democrats, I'm going to say that these look they're good, but they're very sober and serious. And I think they have to lift anchor, sail away, because I don't think they'll have control. I think the Democrats will have control of the House. Um, let's look at the Senate. So I'm just putting the cards back. Um, okay. You know, I'm so excited that I figured out how to do that screen share. I can't even tell you. All right. Okay. So now we're going to look at the Senate. Now, you know, historically, meaning since I began this channel, I have had my doubts about the Senate, but I continue to have good feelings about Allred, although I've heard a lot of people don't. Allred versus Cruz in Texas. Mm. But I'm just going to see whether we, you know, do the Democrats, uh, do we keep the Senate? Do we keep the Senate? It's going to be tight, I think. All right, so we're going to do the same thing we did before. These are the cards for the Democrats keeping the House, I mean the Senate. And these are the cards for the Republicans gaining Senate. It's so close. I don't think I can predict this. The Democrats, I mean, here's the Senate. I like that. Sun is the best card in the deck. And here's the gathering of people, you know, the gathering, the meetings, the stuff that we can do if we keep the Senate. So that's great. But you know, I gotta say, the Republicans, it's the star, the moon, and young man. I think it's a toss-up. I think it's a toss-up. So we'll just have to wait and see. Um, you know, I'm leaving tomorrow for a trip abroad. I'm not escaping. I am going to be teaching Lenormand in Canada for a week. I will do my best to meet you from there, to do my videos from there. Listen, if I can learn how to screen share, I'm pretty sure I can figure out how to talk to you from Canada. So I won't, you won't see me tomorrow, but I will do my best to come to you on Thursday. Obviously, the lighting might not be as good, and maybe doing it on my phone or my iPad because I'm not taking the laptop. So I won't be doing any screen sharing, no fancy footwork here until I come back home. But I will come back and be with you. Um, I want to look something up. There's a quote that I really like. Um, yes. It's from the Bible. And I'm not really a Bible-y person, although I did go to divinity school. I almost became an Episcopal priest, and this was a long, long time ago in Boston. And so the bishop met with me after I met with the committee, and he said, Erica, there's no question but that we need you as a priest in this church. The question is, do we want you? Are we ready for you? Come back in 2 years. And I said to him, no, I will not be back. So I'm not, as the saying goes, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. So go figure. And I have a lot of knowledge of, you know, religious texts, and things will come to me, right? And there is a saying that I love. And it turns out that it comes from Mark 23 through 35 through 25. Mark chapter 9, verses 23 through 25. And the line goes like this. God, it's a prayer. God, I believe. Help thou my unbelief. I think that is such a beautiful prayer because it speaks to the fact that we're human beings, right? We know what we want to have happen. We know what we see the energy is telling us in this moment, but none of us can help but feel a little bit worried, nervous, anxious. I believe, God, I believe. Help thou my unbelief. Meaning, help me to do the woosah thing. Help me to be as serene as Harris showed up to be in the 9 box that I showed you. All will be well. All will be well, and all manner of things will be well. We've got this. We did it. We won. Um, Again, we may not know tonight and we may not know tomorrow, but we'll have a sense of things, but we already have a sense of things. So thank you for keeping me company while I stumbled my way through how to screen share. Thank you so much for all of the new subscribers. I mean, this thing has exploded. The election, of course, will come and go, right? But I am thinking about all kinds of new things that I can do on this channel with you that have to do with cards and have to do with bringing guests on. And um, somebody said, put a really funny comment, one of my viewers who said, she said, don't take this the wrong way, but your videos are very ASMR. Well, I may not know how to do a lot of technical stuff, but I do know what ASMR is. Apparently, it's those videos that, that sort of speak to your senses. So for things like people say, the way that I shuffle the cards, that's AMSR. The way that I go like that. My voice apparently is ASMR, which I was worried about you all hating, but apparently a lot of people like my voice. So ASMR is kind of sounds and visuals that are soothing. And so I don't want to be, all the time ASMR, but I would love to be able to use this ASMR vibe that I guess I give you, and do some other kinds of interesting things and bring you some sort of interesting things to think about and talk about and learn and know. So, once this silly season is settled, which it will be in short order, we'll do some other things here, and I will always have my cards here with me, and they bring me a lot of peace and a lot of assurance that, as I say always, everything will be all right. So if you need a new prayer, this is the prayer. Oh God, I believe. Help thou my unbelief. I'll see you probably Thursday from another country, Canada. And until then, keep your powder dry. And if you didn't vote yet, please do. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Like, share, subscribe. I know I'm supposed to say all that. Take care.